morning. Welcome to Mana's Art. Today, as you can see here, we're doing swan, what we called in Italian cigno. So what do you need? Of course you need acrylic paint, yeah? And we're going step by step, and I tell you step by step what color we're going to use during the lesson. The first two colors that we need to start with is black and purple. So it's kind of like violet, yeah? So it's not too dark, it's not too light, it is a medium purple. And then black, of course, as I told you. Palette, paint palette, water pot, a paintbrush. Of course, make sure that we got white. We're going to use quite a lot of white. And then paintbrush. I got a few different sizes of my paintbrush, and I'm gonna see which one I really want to use. So I got flat one, I got rounded one, so two different sizes of the rounded paintbrush. And that's it. And different, of course, different size of all of them. Okay, so let's start. And of course, I need a tissue, yeah, to dry my paintbrush. Actually, let me just get mine. Sorry. You can use. Oops. All right, you can use a towel roll, you can use anything that you got at home that let you to dry your paintbrush when it's too wet or you've got too much color on it. All right, so let's start. As I told you, we're going to use purple and medium purple and black. So I'm going to place my paint on one side. Yep, I'm going to leave a gap in between. If you see a little gap in between, this one here, and I'm going to squeeze my black in. Yeah, not much. We go gradually. We don't really put, too much color on our palette because we don't know how much we need. We might need less, or we might need more. So let's see step by step. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to define my swan here, yeah. So in this case, I'm not. I had to draw my swan straight away, yeah. And but what I'm going to do with you, I'm going to redraw the lines by using the paintbrush, just to help you to understand how to draw a swan. Okay, if I get a rounded, pointed paintbrush, I'm going to wet my paintbrush a little bit. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix, yeah, purple and blue together because I don't really want to use, purple and black, sorry. I really want to avoid using black on its own because otherwise it's too dark. That's why we mix black quite often, especially when we have to paint on our artwork, we have to mix the black with any colors that we're going to use with. Okay, so now I'm ready to go around the shape of my swan. So I'm going to carefully going. Let's imagine that what I'm doing here is what you have to do with your pencil. Okay, so I'm going to make a line here, yeah, and then I'm going to go round. I'm going to make a tiny little curve. Yeah, I'm going to probably wet my paintbrush a little bit more. Put some water onto your the color that you create by using purple and black. Yeah, so it would be quite manageable. Yeah, and see, yeah. So let's do like this. Yeah, I'm going to go round. Yeah, and don't worry to make, your lines look. And then I'm going to start to make the neck, and I'm going to go down. Yeah, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. That's the beak, so I'm going to round the beak like this a bit, and then I'm going to go up. I'm going to round here a bit as well, and then I start to do the neck. and I go all the way down here. Now I do part of the body. I won't be able to do all the body because my paper here is an A3 size. It's not even A4. But doesn't matter. You can use the same size if you've got one, or you can use an A4, which is absolutely fine too. Okay, so now let's carry on to do the details. I won't do too many details, yeah? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make, inside the shape of the beak, I'm going to make another shape which is kind of like repeating the same lines I did outside. Now, from the shape here, the curve shape, I'm going to make 2 geometric shapes. It looks like a butterfly. Yeah, and I'm going to do the butterfly body just down the wings. Then on the top of the wings, I'm going to do a very weird shape of the head of my butterfly. Yeah, it's kind of like a triangle. And then I do the eye. So I'm going to make a shape of, well, let's see, looks like an egg without finishing the one side. And then I'm going to round it. I'm going to make a circle and another tiny circle in. Right, on the top of the head, I'm going to make an S. And here, where the neck or the chin or whatever, yeah, let's call it like the chin, yeah, the junction between the neck and the chin. We're going to make, you know, the line longer and curved in, and then we're going to go all the way down again. Yep. Now here as well, I'm going to make kind of like a mountain shape, and going to the body, I'm going to make a roof of a house and a diagonal line here. Yeah, and here I'm going to make this line longer. Yeah, you don't have to double side. This is made by accident, but if happened, don't worry, because we're going to paint it now. Okay, and now, yeah, just a little bit here as well, and here, right, and here too, and that's it. Right, now we are ready to paint the body a bit better. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to start to do the body here. Yeah, start to do the side of the body, and I'm going to mix black and purple together, put more water in it, and I can start here. Yeah, just follow me. Yeah, I'm going to make here a bit, and here as well. If the paint brush is at some point become watery, doesn't matter, just keep going, that's fine. And then here as well, I'm going to make a little bit of purple, more purple here. Yeah. And just a bit around. If I run out of color, I'm going to make more purplish color, so you have to mix and create more or less the same tones. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit here and here and a bit here as well, and probably here. And here a bit. Right, now we're going to do exactly the same on the neck, and I'm just going to do, yeah, just a little bit around the edges. Yeah, and then I'm going to do here as well, inside the mountain shape, and then around the other side of the edges. Just play with the color. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared of playing with colors. It's actually very important to experiment, create experimentation with colors to understand how to use it. Yeah, so play with a brush strokes and go a little bit everywhere using this. Yeah, here and probably a little bit going here, and then we can just create, you know, something like that as well. Yeah, cool. Wash your paintbrush now, and what we're going to do, we're going to get blue. Yeah, any blue you have, that's fine. Here it is. Yep. And what I do, again, I'm going to avoid to put my blue next to the any other color you got on your palette. I'm going to leave again a gap, and I put this on the next one. And I change my paintbrush. Before I use the rounded one, now I'm going to use the flat paintbrush. And I start to add, yeah, in the middle here, I'm going to start to add blue and purple together. Put water on it, yeah, probably want to put more blue and purple. And if you see, you have this kind of blue. I'm going to show you here. And I'm going to put the blue, this kind of blue, just here. Just a little bit. Yeah, just a bit everywhere around my one. Yeah, go and get a bit more. I'll probably put more blue on here. A little bit here as well. Yeah, I'm going to get more. And here too. Okay, don't be afraid. Play with the color. Play with colors, actually, not just one. Yeah, go a bit here too. Play with this. I know it looks like weird right now, but we're not looking at something in particular realistic. Yeah, and I love realistic art, artworks, but to be honest with you, I just love to use my imagination, because when I did my study, so it was fine art, Academy of Fine Arts, and I had to be, it was quite strict, and I had to be quite clean and clear of the things that I used to do. So I have to copy things from Michelangelo, Leonardo, and so on. And I have to make exactly the same copy of what they did before. And then I give up when I finish my Academy of Fine Arts. I give up and I say, I don't want to carry on to do this. I just want to find my own soul, and my own path and my own way to do art. And that's what happened. Right, going back to, so I ran out with colors, so I'm gonna mix blue and purple again, and I keep going, and I add some brush strokes a bit everywhere here. And if you think it's too dry your paintbrush, go back and get more water, yeah? And then you can play like this. If you see, it change. Here's more, the color is more strong, and here is less, because there is water. There's more water, okay? Now, with the colors that I got here, the blue, without adding any purple, I'm going to, with a plain blue, I'm going to add this blue a bit everywhere. A bit here, yep, and a bit here as well. I'm going to get a bit more because I ran out of colour. Yep, and put a bit here too. I'm going to wet my paintbrush because it's too dry. I'm going to do it here and here. Just play again, play with colour. Playing with colours is one of the most effective and powerful way to do art, and to feel actually the way you're doing and you're working on your artwork. Yeah, play like this. Now I'm going to do exactly the same with the purple that we have without adding any other color. I'm going to add some purple in there, yeah? And I'm probably going to define a bit more the shape of my swan chino neck, yeah, and the rest of the body as well. Yeah, like this and like this. And then I'm going to go probably here as well. Yeah, I'm going to define, I'm going back to define the shape that I create before. Yep, that's really nice. And let's do a bit here as well on the top. And I probably add my purple, yeah, on here too. Do you know the butterfly shape that we create? Yeah, I'm going to do exactly the same. Cool. Now, what I want to do, yeah, I want to put some light on it. I'm not going to use white straight away. I don't really want to. I don't have to, yeah. Actually, before we use white, I forgot one thing. We have to go around the beak, and we have to mix purple. Again, we have to mix the purple and black and create the color that we create at the beginning, okay? So let's do... with this color, let's go around, just around the neck, the beak. Don't go inside, just around the shape, yeah? Just around the edges. Okay, very good. And I'm on here, I'm going to put more these mixtures of black and purple together. Yep. And probably I do, because we have it, yeah? I probably do that one on the eye as well. But just please be very careful, okay? Careful. Don't coloring all the eye, just a bit. Leave some white around it, like this. Okay, cool. That's really nice. Okay, now, going back to what I said to you before, we need to add some light. And the way to do it is using yellow. Or before we use yellow, we're going to use sandish color, yeah, which is ochre yellow. And I'm going to put some of this color. Again, I'm going to leave a gap in between, yeah, each color, because this gap here help us to mix the color that we need to create. And I'm going to place it here, yeah, cool. With this plain color, I'm not going to add any other color. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to add onto it, yeah, just a bit of purple, just a little bit of purple, yeah. So we have kind of like a very dark sandish color, ochre, right? And I'm going to go over like this. I probably need to put more water in it, yeah. And I'm going to go on and do it. And again, I'm just playing around, and I'm going to add, probably, you know where you can see, yeah, mainly the white gap left, because that's where the light come from, yeah. I'm going to place it a little bit everywhere. Okay. That's really nice. And like this, and I'm going to place it there. If you get purple on the way, because purple is still too wet on your work, and you're going to mix purple with your yellow, doesn't matter, yeah. I mean, as long as it's not too much, yeah, it's not going to create something too much and different. Right, I'm going to carry on and do the same. I'm going to get some purple and put some purple on my ochre, jello ochre, and I keep going, and I'm going to do like this, and I'm probably going to put a little bit of yellow here and here as well. If you see the way I'm painting, it's kind of like brush strokes going in different direction, not doing the same, using the same direction, because doing this it makes your artwork looks really nice. Right, now I got more yellow ochre, and I'm going to place it a little bit, again, a little bit everywhere. Yeah, and I probably do it on the beak. Yeah, the beak it won't be like that. We're going to put some color on it, but I tell you later on what color we're going to use. Cool. I need to put just a bit more here. Yeah. Very good. Now we use yellow. Sorry, I said giallo. Giallo is yellow in Italian. So I dropped. Where is it gone now? Oh, here it is. I dropped my colors laid, and yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a tiny little bit of more yellow ochre, and I put the same colors on the same place where I put it before, and with plain yellow ochre, without adding any purple at this stage, we're going to add, yeah, and we'll use less water as well, yeah, and let's do it. Again, a little bit everywhere. I'm going to put more. Run out quite quickly, so yeah, I'm going to put it here, and then here on the neck. Yeah, and on the face too, and here on the beak. Here. And here, yeah. So if you see, start to get forms, create forms. Yeah, it start to be more like a swan shape. Cool. And here too. Yeah. Maybe a little bit here, and a little bit here, and a little bit here too. Yeah, and here, and if you see at this stage I'm not using too much water, but just a bit, yeah, because I want the color to be quite visible, quite strong, yeah, because the more water you put, the less strong and vivid the color is going to be. Okay, just a little bit on here too. Cool. To get some red. Okay, so I'm gonna get red first. Any red you have, it's fine. It can be dark. It can be dark. It can be light. Again, it's fine. It's up to you. The one I got is quite dark, but again, it's fine if you don't have it. Go ahead with any kind of red that you have. Again, I'm going to leave a gap and I squeeze my red here. What I'm doing here is I won't put red straight away on my artwork. What I'm going to do with yellow ochre, I'm going to put more yellow ochre in it on my palette, yeah, more sandy color, and I'm going to mix in between. I'm going to mix my red with a tiny, not too much, a tiny bit of yellow ochre, yeah? And I have this kind of oranges red color. And I start to put it, to place it, yeah, a little bit, yeah, everywhere here. Not everywhere, but just, yeah, just play with. Here, and a bit here too, and a little bit here. Yeah, just play with where you think you have to put your red. Yeah, and here, and probably I'm going to put a little bit here too. Okay, right. So we added some oranges, reddish color. Now I'm going to use my red straight away without mixing it with any other colors, and I'm going to add some red. It's really nice. I like it so much. Okay, now we have to create some oranges now. Right, so we're going to use the same red that we had before, yeah? I ran out of red, so I'm going to put a little bit more. And in the middle, I'm going to put a tiny bit of red at this stage and more yellow. It has to be quite oranges, yeah? So quite a strong orange, okay? And with this, I'm going to go around the beak, yeah? So I'm going to make the beak to look more orange. And here as well. Okay, so on my orange, the one I created already, I'm going to add a little bit of more red. I'm going to create another stage of orange, yeah, because I want the beak to be quite strong. Yeah, and with the same orange, I'm going to, yeah, add a tiny little bit of more red. I'm going to create the third stage. Yeah. You see there is a different tones, different stage on it. Right, that's really cool. Very, very good. Okay, now with this yellow ochre that we have, we're going straight away to get it, yeah, just a bit, without adding it with any other color. And I'm going to spread, if you see, just using the size of your flat paintbrush, and I'm going to add it a little bit on the beak, yeah, just like this, yeah, just to create, you know, some light and movement of the big shape, yeah, just like this. And with the same yellow, I want to add, yeah, the color just around, you know, where my light is, just like this. Yep. And so on. I'm going to get more ochre. Yeah, and I'm going to do this. And this one as well. Yep. Even here. And here. And probably I'm going to add a little bit more here as well. Yeah, if you see, it's going to make, I'm going to add a bit here too, just a bit, yeah, and here, probably here, yeah. Very good, and more here, yep, and the last one here. Very good. I'm going to wash my paintbrush now, and what I'm going to do next is I have to use white. I start to use white, but white, we have a few more things left here, white and black. What I want to do with you guys, I don't want to use white straight away. I want to do the background first. And with the background, we can actually play with the colors that we have left onto the palette. Yeah. So let me get the biggest paintbrush, and I start to play with the color that again I had left on my palette, so which is purple, the pure purple, and I'm gonna go like this. Let's start with a darkish color, yeah, and then I'm gonna go again, I'm gonna go around and play with this. Just go a bit everywhere, yeah, don't follow instruction on the same direction. I probably need to put a little bit of more purple, yeah, and a little bit of more blue. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to wet my paintbrush a bit. And just play like Again, using different direction. Yeah, and spread this purple a little bit everywhere. Yep, like this. Cool. Now I'm going to do exactly the same with blue. I'm going to wet my paintbrush, and I'm going to add blue onto my artwork. I'm going to get more blue. Yep. And again, play with the colors. Don't be afraid. Play with them. I'm going to add blue everywhere. Go all over the top of the color that is behind it. Yeah, so don't worry, you can cover it, you must. Yeah, and I'm going to go around the shape of my, be careful not to go on it, but just go around it. Yeah, and play with the idea of using brush strokes and the color a little bit stronger out of your work, and once you go closer, try to create this lightest color. Okay, right, now I have red. Okay, so with my red I'm going to do exactly the same. So I'm going to wet my paintbrush, yep, and I'm going to add red on it. And again, make sure it's not too wet. Yeah, we want the color, we want the background to be wet, but we want the background to be quite strong, don't we? And again, play with the color be everywhere. Allow your blue and purple to come out at the same time. Don't cover all of it. Yeah. Now let's go on the other side. Can you go and play with the color on the other side as well? And here we might change direction and we do like curves, straight lines. Yeah, and with the same color, I'm gonna get it back and spread it around. Yeah, I might going to emphasize the button a bit more, doing like this. Yeah, and I'm going to put more red maybe on the top. Yep, exactly like this. Now with yellow, we need to use yellow. Yeah, so we can use a bit of yellow. Yeah, wash your paintbrush, and we emphasize, yeah, using the yellow, we emphasize that the other side. And in this case, you can use the same color that we used before, so yellow ochre, or you can go and take another type of yellow, which can be more lighter than the one we used. So you can create more contrast within your work and on your work. Yeah, I'm going to do like this. And I'm going to do a bit more here as well. So I just want to create a little bit of lightness around my one shape. Yeah, I'm going to do it exactly the same here. I'm going to go around with my yellow just to define, again, to define the shape. Yeah, and then I'm going to spread it. Yeah, so it becomes more like lighter, yeah, and less strong. Right, now, yeah, we just do one more thing with yellow. Yeah, I'm gonna get the yellow straight away from my tube color, and I'm gonna go around here. Yeah, just to make sure everything is quite, again, it's quite defined, lighted. Cool. Right, now we are ready to use black and white. Okay, so we need to be really careful in doing that. Okay, So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use black, and then we go on to use white. With black, we're going to use the point of your paintbrush, yeah. Use a tiny, maybe the tiny one, and that's what I haven't done. So I'm going to take my small paintbrush, and I start to do the eye and start to define with the point of my paintbrush. I start to define the lines now to make it more like 3D. On the eye, on here, I'm going to add a bit of black. If you see, I'm not going to go all over the pupil, but just a little bit on the side of it. Yeah, cool. So just to make the eye to come up, out a bit better. Okay, now I'm going to do exactly the same on here. Yeah. And then I'm going to make lines a bit. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that my black is not too dry, but not even too wet, because if it's too wet, what's going to happen, you're going to smudge the color too much onto your work, and it will look a bit weird. And I'm going to spread it, creating lines like this. Yeah, I'm going to go around it too. Yeah, maybe just a little bit here and a little bit here as well, just to make, you know, the artwork to come out and be more the shape of your swan, of your what we called actually I'm using just the pure black here in this at this stage. We don't need to mix it. And here I'm going to make some lines. Yep. Very good. And I was telling you something, so don't oh, I forgot, sorry, I forgot what I was telling you. It was quite important as well. So yes, but by the way, just make sure the black is not too wet, it's not too dry, it's just right, perfect for you to use. I'm going to go around the eye too, yeah, around this and around this one as well. So what you need to understand when you use black is, imagine when you use actually this kind of technique of just emphasizing your artwork, the lines of your artwork, using the pointed rounded paintbrush and black, is imagine you to have in your hand a pencil. Imagine you're drawing, you are writing anything, or something on your paper. Yeah, imagine that. That's what we have to do when we put some definition on your work. Yeah, when we're going to define your work. So we need to imagine that. Yeah, you are drawing. And here I'm going to put a little bit of more water. Yeah, because I'm going to emphasize this one a bit more with the help of a tiny help of water. Yeah. Even here I'm going to put more black. I mean, using acrylic is quite nice, but it can be really difficult as well. But it's not just because we don't know how to use it, but because we're too scared sometimes. That was myself too. When I started to use acrylic, well, it's ages ago, yeah. So since when I was probably in my high school, yeah, that's the time I think that you start to use acrylic. I was very scared, and I said, no, I won't be able to do it. It's not for me. But then I said to myself, but listen, okay, I know I'm scared because I want, the artwork to look amazing, to look realistic, to look what people they want the artwork to look like amazing. But it wasn't actually like that. You have to follow your experience, your emotion. So you cannot thinking all the time at other people judgment or what they want you to, what they want you to do. That's not fair. Okay, right here, I think I'm gonna add. I think you won't really see what I did. Sorry. I don't really want to move it. Here's more black than the way you can see it. Yeah, there is more black. I'm gonna make that a closer view once I finish to do it. Okay, even here I'm gonna add more black. Yeah, more black and more black here too. Yeah, and I'm gonna add more black to define swan body. Yeah, even here I'm going to create that black. Right, even here I'm going probably I'm going to put more black on the top of here. Okay, and probably I'm going to put more black here as well. Okay, and with black I'm going to go with a very dry paintbrush. If you see, I'm going to go out the line of my artwork here. Just a bit. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of more black here, just a bit, not much. Yeah, right. Now we finish with black and we're ready to add some white. This is the funny thing. This is really nice to do. Yeah, so I'm going to put white onto a plain space where I haven't got any other white color left. Right, and I start with the background first. Actually, no, let's do this one first. I'm going to get the smallest flat paintbrush. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some white using the point of my paintbrush. And then I'm going to go around adding, if you see the way I'm doing this, yeah, it's very gentle. Very, very gentle. I'm not going everywhere. Yeah. I'm probably covering a bit than the color that I used before, but not much, yeah? Because I still want, that the color behind it to be seen. I'll probably put more white here. Then I spread it. Yep. And then I'm going to put a bit more white here as well. And if you see, I change direction. I'm going to put more white here. More white here. Yep. And then I'm going to put white on here too. Yeah. On the top of the head, here and here. Yeah. Be careful and gentle when you do it, yeah? Very, very gentle. I'm going to do it here too. And here, I probably I put more white. Right. Now, on the on the head, I'm going to add a little bit here as well. Just here and here. And I'm going to do the beak now. So again, just a bit, yeah? Not much, otherwise it's going to be too white. Right, and a bit here. Now, with the same white, yeah, what I'm going to do the background. I'm going to add more white around the background. And I'm going to do exactly like this. Again, not everywhere, yeah? Yeah, I'm going to do exactly the same one here. Here too. Yeah, I'm going to add white on the top as well. Here. I probably add white on here too. Not too much on the other side because that's the part where the light is not really beating that. Okay. Now, because my black is too evident, yeah, what I want to do with purple and black, that's the last things we're going to do before we finish. With black and purple, yeah, I'm going to make, I'm going to create that part a little bit lighter. But before I do that, actually I'm going to add some white. Yeah, let me just add white here a bit more. Yep, and here too. Like this. And here too. Adding white, make sure that the paintbrush is not too wet. My one was too much white. And I probably put more. I'm going to do here too. I'm going to put more white here. And here too. Okay. Now, again, what I'm going to do, yeah, with purple and black, I'm going to add purple onto my black. And with the water, not too much, yeah, not too much water, I'm going to mix. And I'm going to add a bit of purple everywhere. Just to make, that part a little bit more stronger. Otherwise it's too whitish. And I spread that purple a bit everywhere. Even here and here. Yeah, and probably here too. So if you see, it's going to give to your and here. Let's play with color bit everywhere again. And yes, that's it. I'm gonna just do one more thing and then again I promise you I finished. I'm going to where I was doing this is on this side here. I'm gonna add probably more purple. Yeah, I'm gonna spread it a bit more like this. Yeah, and I'm going to define that more. A bit better now. Yeah, just one more thing. Yeah. And that's it. Right, yes, just, I promise you, it's just one more thing and that's it. Grab some yellow, more yellow, any yellow you have, as long as it's quite white. I probably mix my, no, I'm just going to get these light yellow of my palette. I'm going to place it here. And with the yellow, just pure yellow with nothing else, yeah, I'm going to create some light just here and there, that'd be everywhere. It's good because it's going to give light on your artwork. And here. Yeah, and just a tiny bit more, and I promise you I've finished. There's never an end when you have to do an artwork. There's always some stuff to do. There is always things to do on your artwork. And if you go over and over and look at your artwork every single moment, you just realize, oh gosh, but why did I do it? Why I need to change it, or so on. So it just need to, yeah. But that's normal. That's absolutely normal. That's what all the artists, they do. They appreciate it once and then they still do it, but they think, okay, I need to change it. It doesn't look what I really wanted, you know, my artwork to look like. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, so that's my version of course, that's my version of Swan Chino, yeah, and it's quite abstract. It's not very realistic, but that's what I wanted to do. I didn't really want to create something very realistic. Sorry guys, just one more thing, 'cause I know you hate me, don't you? I just need to add white here, just a bit more. Yeah, just a little bit more, and probably some white here too, and here. You know what, add light on your artwork is so important, because it make, you know, your artwork just stand up. Yeah, you won't really realize it until you do it. And let me just do a little bit here as well, and here. Yeah, I think it's better now. Okay, so yes, again, I promise you one more thing. I know you're laughing at me because I think it's the, oops, and I dropped colours on the floor. Because I think that's my third or fourth time to tell you. I promise I finished. With a small pointed paintbrush, yeah, dry it as much as you can. And what we're going to do, we're going to emphasize the eye again. Yeah, I'm going to put more black onto the eye. Yeah. Here and here. Yeah. Here too. Oops. Yeah, and again I'm going to just here and there, not everywhere, guys, yeah, otherwise we have to start from the beginning again. Yeah, just start here and probably here too, and that's it. Right, promise you this is the end. So I really hope you like it. I really hope you like my way to create a swan cigno. So again, it's not it's very abstract, so it's something that you can create on your own as well. So something that you like to do. If you like to do it in a different way, do it. If you like to copy what I did, just do it again. So it's absolutely fine. Sorry, I'm moving the camera just because I want to go closer. Oops. Yeah, and show you what I did. So I hope you enjoyed. Oops. Yeah, and show you what I did. So I hope you enjoyed. And again, so I wish you to have a lovely weekend, and I see you soon. So, mwah. Bye, ciao da Manu Art.